Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going over how to test your Minecraft Wii U worlds without actually having to port them onto the Wii U. This is really helpful because it saves a ton of time, and the way we're going to be doing it is using an emulator called Cemu and an assisting program I made to help port the worlds even quicker than just copying them in. Let's get right into it. I'm first going to open up the downloads folder because this tutorial is going to assume that you already have Cemu downloaded and set up. So I have a copy of Cemu right here, and if you need any help installing Cemu, I'm going to recommend a few different things. First of all, you have the Cemu installation guide website. There's tons of support on this website about working with Cemu. You can download it specifically right here, which is also linked on that other website, and both of these links will be in the description. And if you'd like something a little bit more formal, I have this guy's video UCG Tutorials, who has a very nice tutorial I went through and made sure it was good for installing Cemu. He goes through and tells you exactly how to get things installed. Now, one thing I do want to know about these is that none of the tutorials are going to tell you exactly where or how to get your hands on any of the games like Minecraft themselves, because you should only have copies of games that you own. So if you do not own Minecraft for the Wii U, I would not recommend dumping it into Cemu. So once you have Cemu installed, we want to port our Minecraft Wii U worlds onto Cemu for testing, because using Cemu as a testing play is so many times faster than porting worlds onto your Wii U and going over the internet and porting them on. It's way faster to use Cemu. But I've actually made a program to assist with this to make it even faster. You can find this program on the following page, which will once again be linked into the description, and all you've got to do is come up to the download button here in the top right over here, and just click that download button, which will download my program into your downloads folder. Once that's finished up, you can close and go into your downloads folder. You should have a folder called Cemu Porter in your downloads folder. All you got to do is click extract all on that. Extract, yes, we want to extract the file. And it's going to open up my program. So first things first, we need to boot up Cemu and make a world in Minecraft. So I'm going to open up Cemu right here. And once it's loaded up, I'm just going to open up Minecraft. I do have a really weird texture pack I want to warn you guys, but just ignore the numbers. Once Minecraft has been opened up, you're going to hit OK, play game. You do not want to connect to the internet, and we're going to create a new world. So I'm going to click create new world. It doesn't need a name. It doesn't matter exactly what your world settings are, but do know that even after we replace the world settings that you input here and the ones in the host options menu will stay the same. I'm just going to make this a super flat world because super flat worlds take a little bit less time to generate, and I'm going to hit create world here, start game, yes, all the normal Minecraft stuff, and I'm going to let this world generate. Once the world is generated, you need to exit and save, so I'm going to hit exit and save. Yes, I want to save. And once the world has finished saving, I'm just going to exit the game, which doesn't work, so you just need to close out Cemu in the top right. Now that we have a world generated, we're going to get my program opened up, which is called the Cemu Porter.exe right there. Double click and that will open up. This message might pop up saying Windows protected your PC. All you have to do is click more info and then hit run anyway. My program should then open up right after that, and there are a few buttons. I'm just going to go through and explain exactly what this program does. Essentially, it's going to take a location for a Cemu world and replace it with the .wii world. It can also do the inverse of that using the port onto and port off Cemu buttons. Then the program is also going to attempt to help you find the worlds folder in Cemu so you don't have to find it on your own. Essentially, what I'm going to do is hit the Browse to Cemu button. It's going to explain exactly what we need to do. I'm just going to click through this for now, and it wants us to browse to the Cemu folder. So I'm going to go where I have Cemu installed, which is going to be right over here. I have Cemu. When you browse this folder, you need to make sure you're selecting the folder that has MLC01 in it. It has to have the MLC01 folder. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Cemu folder. Once that's done, I want to hit Find Cemu Target. It's going to go through and say that the Cemu world location has been successfully found. And once that is successfully found, you need to hit the Browse button, which is going to bring up a folder dialog right here. You should see your user folders again. Just like in the last tutorial, we have the numbers corresponding to when the users were made. Of course, we just installed Cemu, so we have one user, and we just have one world, which is that world we made in Cemu. I want to open up that world we just created, which has to be this one since there's only one, so I'm going to double click that. Then I need to find the .wii world that I want to replace it with. So I'm going to click Browse down here. I'm going to navigate to where my modded worlds are. Personally, I have a bunch of different ones. I'm going to just put in BWRS 1.4.8.Wii. I'm going to double click that. And then all you have to do is click Port onto Cemu. It's going to say complete if it was successful. And now we're going to open Cemu back up again. And once I get Cemu opened up and then Minecraft opened up, I'm just going to skip through these menus really quick. Okay, don't want to connect to the internet. I'm going to go back to this new world I have. And as you can see, it loads in as BWRS. It's as simple as going through my program with those steps to port the world in. You can also port worlds in reverse order using my programs. So you can port from Cemu to a .wii folder. So I'm just going to export that same world that we had before, so I don't need to change Cemu, but I'm going to export it to a different .wii file because I don't want to replace Battle Snap Waves. So I'm just going to go back into my main folder and select save game.wii, and then I'm going to hit export off Cemu. It's going to say, are you sure you want to do this? Because it's going to replace the .wii file. We say yes to that, and it's going to say complete, which means now I have ported that world off of Cemu and back into a .wii file, which is that savegame.wii file. That is going to be it for this tutorial though. It's a really simple thing to do to just get those worlds ported in and off of Cemu, but it's a very useful step to have because without it, it takes forever to do testing on your worlds. You can technically also port the worlds into Cemu manually by just renaming the worlds, like in the WinSCP port transfer method in my last tutorial, but it's a lot harder to do than just using the program I made. But it's a lot harder to do than using the Minecraft WiiU Cemu porter. I hope this video was able to help you though, and possibly make your workflow more efficient. Have a great day, folks.